China's 6th-generation fighter jet, a machine that has remained cloaked in mystery for years. For so long, it was nothing more than blurry silhouettes, speculation, and satellite leaks. Now, for the first time, the J-XDS appears in sharper form, unveiling a radical tailless design never attempted by any fighter before. The question is this just a secret prototype, or a signal that Beijing is prepared to push further in the global air power race? The first photos linked to the J-XDS leaked to the public in late 2024. They showed only a blurry angle on a hidden airfield, republished by defense forums and independent analysts. At the time, many doubted whether the image was authentic or simply digital manipulation. But in September 2025, outlets like The War Zone released a set of much more detailed images. In those photos, the side profile of the aircraft could be seen with aerodynamic lines never displayed before. Jane's Defense Weekly and Naval News also cited sources linking it to Beijing's classified fighter program. Why does this matter? Because the J-XDS is not just another fighter. It represents China's ambition to surpass the air dominance long held by the United States and its allies. Since the Cold War, only Washington has fielded fifth-generation stealth jets in large numbers, the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 Lightning II. With the J-20, China already proved it can mass-produce stealth aircraft by the hundreds. But the J-XDS goes further. Tailless design, thrust vectoring control, and integrated sensor systems. This is not just a technological leap, it is a declaration that China intends to rewrite the rules of global air supremacy. In geopolitical terms, this revelation comes at a time of rising tensions in the South China Sea, Taiwan, and the broader Pacific. For the United States, every Chinese advance in military aviation signals a strategic threat. For regional allies like Japan, South Korea, and Australia, it means accelerating next-generation fighter projects such as Japan's FX or Korea's KFX. Meanwhile, for non-aligned nations, the emergence of the J-XDS could become pressure to choose a political and military bloc. From the latest photos published by The War Zone and cited by Jane's Defense Weekly, the J-XDS looks radically different from the already operational J-20. Its design is completely tailless, no vertical stabilizers. This is not just an aesthetic choice, but a high-risk technical decision. Without vertical tails, directional control must rely entirely on software, sensors, and engine thrust vectoring systems. Its wings are broad with moving wingtips, likely designed to compensate for stability during low-speed or extreme maneuvers. The trapezoidal air inlets employ diverter-less supersonic inlet technology to reduce radar cross-section. Twin engines are fitted with 2D thrust vectoring nozzles, similar to the F-22 Raptor, but with sharper and more modern contours. The cockpit canopy blends smoothly into the fuselage, with a long diamond-shaped nose and a sharply tapered tail section. Beneath the nose appears to be an optical sensor similar to the electro-optic targeting system, while small bumps along the spine may indicate a distributed aperture system. All these features suggest full sensor fusion, reminiscent of the F-35 concept, but built into a new generation frame. Sources from Naval News suggest that the early J-XDS may still serve as a technology demonstrator, rather than a fully operational fighter. However, the presence of advanced sensors, thrust vectoring engines, and novel aerodynamics signals that China is serious about building a true sixth-generation aircraft. The greatest challenge for the J-XDS is stability. Without vertical tails, this aircraft would be almost impossible to control without high-speed computers and artificial intelligence algorithms. Another risk lies in engine strain. Thrust vectoring consumes energy and shortens engine life unless supported by advanced materials. Strategically, this may be partly propaganda. China might have leaked the photos deliberately to convince the world it is further ahead than it actually is. Yet, if these images are genuine, it means China has boldly taken a design path that even the US has tread carefully. Analysts predict the J-XDS will not enter combat service immediately. It will go through years of testing, prototypes, and likely failures. But once successful, its presence could shake the global military landscape. The United States will likely accelerate its next-generation air dominance program, a 6th-generation fighter already tested in classified projects. NATO and its European allies may be pushed to hasten the Franco-German-Spanish FCAS or Germany's KF-51 Panther. Japan and South Korea, already partnered with Lockheed Martin, may boost the ambitions of their fighter projects to confront this new threat. India, developing the AMCA, may also move up its timeline. Southeast Asian nations such as Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam will feel increasingly squeezed between two major power blocks. For them, the J-XDS could become a symbol of an unavoidable arms race. The world now stands on the edge of an aerial revolution. Is the J-XDS just a secret prototype, or the beginning of China's new dominance in the skies? Time will tell. Share your thoughts in the comments. Is this a real threat or merely a propaganda illusion? And don't forget to subscribe, as we will continue to uncover the future of global military power together.